And action.
Editors.
Welcome back to Beyond the Pine.
Not a chance.
Everybody, welcome back to Beyond the Pine. It's the leading podcast for politics, celebrity gossip,
news,
and trains. The latest
and
model.
Trends.
No, it's a lot of people think that it's actually trains, like locomotives.
Oh, okay. It's not trends. Yeah. We're not a trending.
No.
Fuck, we're not even trending?
No.
God damn it. What episode is this?
This is episode...
Is it 270? Or 269? Either of those would be
There's
special.
no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing.
I'd be honored if I was on 269. That'd be
That's what I'm saying.
Hold off real quick.
Okay, yeah. James actually gets pretty fired up at people talk.
Hold on. And we have a very special guest. Hold on real quick. We have a very, very special guest. The God of Loneliness.
Damn.
What's up?
Can I tell?
Lonely God.
How's it going, boys?
Everyone, let's get it, ladies and gentlemen, give it a clap.
I love it. I love me. Thanks for having me on,
Sam,
guys.
what up, baby?
I'm chilling.
Wow, dude. I'm so glad that the first time we're actually... Because we didn't talk via voice yet, did we?
I think we FaceTimed once, but that was like 2 years ago.
I remember that. I was living in Nick's house. I was in bed. I was naked.
It was sweet. It was a really special call.
I remember it. It was special.
We had a lot of great moments there, man.
It was quick.
Why was it special? What happened?
Well, it's just when two best friends hang out, like shit gets wild, man. You know what I mean? You probably don't know what I mean, but
it's kind of like a what happens in Vegas type
friends,
situation.
Man. Hold on. I have so many friends, and they all look up to me and respect me and see me as their brother. Okay?
That sounds like you're lying. I actually studied psychology, and I feels like you're sounding like you're lying.
You haven't studied anything.
Name one thing I haven't studied.
Psychology.
Wrong. Sam, back me up.
I got no experience here. I didn't teach you shit.
What the fuck, man?
Dude, hey, all I know is that I didn't teach you psychology, so...
Yeah, man. If you learned psychology, I was not there.
Dude, I just want to say, I'm so glad you're here, man. Welcome on. This is the first time, hopefully of many times, that we have our friend Sam, a.k.a. Lonely God, on the pod, dude. And the first guest we've had in a minute, James. What was the last time we had a guest? A month?
Well, you
plus?
had
Pob.
A month plus. Yeah, you had Pob.
Pob doesn't count though. You know what I mean?
Pob isn't a guest so much as he's just a good friend.
Yeah,
I'm glad I count, guys.
Sam's a good friend.
Yo,
yeah,
you're a guest,
dude.
man. You're a guest of honor, dude.
You more than count.
Thank you. Yeah. So what's up? What's the format here? What are we doing?
Dude, we've prepared. Normally, we're extremely detailed and like we have this thing like structured, honestly, by intervals of 5 minutes. So we're rolling, we're rolling, and we cut it if we're like rolling over our 5-minute time slot. Today, we decided we're going to take this loosey goosey. We want to make sure you feel cool, you feel calm, you feel collected and comfortable. I'm gonna look in the eyes for a second. How do you feel?
Oh, beautiful.
See, how's that feel? Any better than it did 5 minutes ago?
I mean, if we were cutting it up, I'd be feeling a lot less at ease. I'll tell you that, boys.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's cut it up, man. Let's cut it up.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm going to ask you a few just very rapid fire, off the cuff, high stakes questions.
Okay.
Not personal, James. You can't ask personal. We went over it before this. You can't ask any personal questions, man. He requested. There's a few he requested. We not talking about.
That's another thing I don't remember.
Yeah. He doesn't remember.
We guys talked about it that one time 2 years ago. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, back in our best friends era.
It meant a lot to me.
So question number 1, Sam.
Yes, sir.
What are you most afraid of?
Probably like becoming complacent, like getting like if I stop playing Madden every day.
Yeah.
And I like lose those skills that I've been building up over the years. I think, just sort of settling.
Yeah.
That's not something I could handle.
Yeah, settling for not playing Madden, like complacent with not playing Madden.
Oh, this is specifically regarding Madden. So regarding Madden, what are you most afraid of?
Everything else can fall entirely by the wayside as long as I can throw those deep bombs, baby.
Damn, dude. So what do you play Madden on? You're a gamer?
I play on PC. I'm not actually. I'm not any good, but
you love it.
Hey, it's a fun time. I love it. I love football. Football's great.
Yeah, you're a big football guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big sports guy in general.
I'm a kind of a big football guy.
Yeah.
I'm a big feet ball guy.
Name your 3 favorite feet.
Donnie McNabb.
Yeah.
He's got some dogs on him.
Donnie McNabb.
Yeah.
Dick Buckus. And what's his name? From the Miami Dolphins. Bronny Badke.
That was hard, dude.
And Bronny.
No. I think you mispronounced it. It's actually Brownie Bad Kid.
Brownie Bad Kid. Yeah, best feet in the game. So you play, how often do you play, and do you play any other games? Like, what else are you playing, or is it only Madden?
Oh, for talking about gaming, I'm a M-type gamer. I play Madden, I play Minecraft.
Yo, you play Minecraft for real?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Dude, Minecraft is hard. I've been playing like modded Minecraft with my girlfriend for a couple weeks now. We just got, a little house going. We got mods so we can become industrialists.
Yeah.
Did you get one of the sex mods?
Yeah, well, I didn't tell her that those are installed yet, but once things get serious, like I'm gonna bust out the Minecraft.
So you guys are role playing?
Yeah. Well, I hope one day she'll kiss me in Minecraft. That'll be sick.
Bro, that'd be huge, dude. And it just cuts to like a super like high def, like ultra realistic graphics cutscene of you guys kissing. I want to be there for that.
Hell yeah. I'll let you guys in a back door somewhere for sure.
Nice.
That'd be
you play any other games that I also play?
List every game you play.
I'm playing Marauders right now. Fantastic.
You're still playing Marauders?
Yeah, bro. That game's fucking so sick.
Kind of pissed, man.
It's high, like hardcore fucking looter shooter, kind of like Escape from Tarkov or Hell Let Loose style, where it's like permadeath. You go in your ship. It's like
that means
World War II.
Death. Like you die.
Permadeath. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
Permanent death.
It's like World War II gear and shit, because it's like this alternate history where like World War II never ended and they like destroyed Earth, and so everyone had to go out into space, and you're like a space pirate pretty much with a bunch of like World War II weapons, and you go and
like
you like raid space stations and shit. No
just
shit.
Everyone knows. Just want to make sure everyone's clear with that.
Everyone knows that, dude.
Sometimes I wish it didn't. It was still going on today. That'd be sick.
Yeah. He tried.
Whose side would have you been on?
I would have been on all the sides. I'm a fair weather fan. Whoever's winning.
Oh, fuck
Mayweather was in World War II?
Oh, yeah. And Floyd.
Dude, the Iron Glove.
That's what they called him.
Knocking kids out on the battlefield.
Dude, he's running out there, just metal fucking gloves, and just fucking knocking people off. And they're like, bitch, oh my God. Release the artillery. This one's for Jake Paul. Dude, he's fighting for Jake Paul.
Hey, question. Do you guys at all keep up with any of that boxing shit?
I know what you're about to bring up, I think.
I see the headlines and trending. That's about it.
I go one step further, Daddy. I click that shit. And I end up watching a couple videos.
Okay.
And then I find myself on the dark web doing unspeakable things. But
next thing I know, I'm on a list.
Neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. Fucking Logan Paul, Jake Paul just beat long arm Jimmy, aka Anderson Silva.
Oh.
He just beat Anderson Silva. Granted,
wait, he beat Anderson Silva? How?
Yeah, in a boxing match.
I mean, what was the result? Did he knock him out, or was it like?
Yeah, he knocked him. He knocked him.
No, he did not. He knocked out Anderson Silva?
Yeah, dude.
I just looked up a picture of Anderson Silva. There's no way that dude got knocked out by a Paul.
Anderson Silva is one of the greatest fighters of all time.
Yeah, he was my favorite fighter of all time. Him in the icebox, Chocolate Adele.
Chocolate Dell.
Chocolate Adele. She's so good.
That actually, I have chills right now because that's actually infuriating.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.
You delivered it really good, kid.
Thank you, man. Thank you, dude.
I'd have to look that up.
It wasn't like anything special. Anderson Silva, he's a better fighter, but Jake has some fucking power. And like there were moments where Anderson Silva was like, "Fuck you, hit me, bitch," and like keep putting his hands down and like being like, "Oh, I'm the fucking big dog here." And it was pretty interesting to watch from the sidelines on YouTube. But he got him and he fucking wobbled him and he fell over. Like he didn't fully knock out, but I think it counted as an RKO or something like that.
An RKO. He RKO'd him. Dude, that's unreal, dude. Yeah, he won by decision, which is fucking crazy.
Thank you.
That means that he like got more hits and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Anderson Silva's what, 75 now?
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, granted, Anderson Silva just had his 9th grandchildren. So.
Fuck, dude. But here's the thing I'm stoked about. He's about to fight Andrew Tate.
That's awesome. Do you know who
Wasn't
Andrew
that
is?
that put off?
It was. They did a press conference, or not a press conference, but they did a meeting where they did face-to-face and the sweat's dripping. And then they said today I heard they were going to do another one. So it's not confirmed nor denied yet. Something like
I
that,
love
Sam.
that picture of them facing off. There's the dude in between them. And his only job is like to gently caress their stomachs. I wish that was me.
Yeah. And just to
You do-
see,
you
are
do
you
gr- you
full?
would do
Are
great
you
at that.
full?
Thank you.
You know.
I'll make sure everyone's eating a big breakfast.
Yeah.
Dude, you come in. All
Rub
right,
their
we're
tummy.
gonna have no rowdiness here. Did everyone have a full breakfast?
Yeah.
No.
I'll do.
Okay, matches
I
off.
could eat.
I
could
piss test
eat.
for nutrients only.
Oh, fuck yeah,
Right.
dude.
Yeah.
What method do you use? Is it mouth or?
I start with scent because it's a lot faster. But if
Right.
Yeah.
results are
Yeah.
inconclusive, I switch to mouth for sure.
Right on. That's actually a great system because now not only are you actually, it's a very accurate test, but you're also really into that.
Yeah. You must have read my wiki.
You
did.
can also swallow the seed of the fighter and immediately tell as well. I didn't ever do that officially, but I can tell.
But off the record,
I haven't heard that in my learnings, but that must be some new wave bullshit.
You just got to get that seed, man. And I always say that too. I'm like, I got to get that seed. I got to get that seed.
Yeah.
And then I
If
can
there's
tell
one
them
thing you just love fighter seed.
fighter seed, man, because I feel like it's like, it's like usurping their power, but it's just
that's like that's one of those like fear responses, right? Flight or seed.
oh yeah, I get so scared. I get so scared. I get so scared.
Like
and I
when
just-
something's happening and you're like, okay, I have a split decision. Like,
I
do
drop to my
flight
knees.
or do I seed?
I'll become the seed bank, is what they called me.
Yeah, dude.
That's
I'm
why
so
every
scared I
time-
nut.
When it's time to collect, I just go into like a pack club and I shoot a gun in the air and everyone comes.
And then it's fucking bing, 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 bing.
It's
And,
sweet, yeah.
and my cup runneth over.
Runneth over.
Oh my God.
So Sam,
Bro.
Yeah.
enough with the pleasantries.
It's been
I
good.
would like to ask you some questions because it's a rare opportunity that we have someone on who is doing something cool,
Who's worthwhile.
who's worthwhile.
I'm joking.
Yeah, Pod was great, guys.
Pop's
please.
great.
Thank you. Guys.
Let's keep it all down, settled down. But I would love to talk a little bit about your music career.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure there's lots of people out there who would love to hear about it, dude. So
yeah.
let's get started just by, I'm curious what you did before music, or if it's always been music, or if you had like a life path that you were heading towards before music even happened. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I'll tell you right now, guys, life does not come with a manual. It can be really hard to know what to do, or if you're doing the right things, or how to handle your own stresses in life, your own challenges, relationships with others, work. All of those things can cause such a confusing and difficult time in your life that we tend to have happen and then go away and come back. It's a roller coaster. I wish that there was just a life manual, a map to look at when things are crazy, to go, okay, this is how to be. This is how to think. This is what you need to do to help yourself. Unfortunately, life doesn't come with a user manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. And that happens all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you feel on fire and sometimes you're stuck. Navigating any life's changes can make you feel unsure, whether it's a career change, a new relationship, becoming a parent, whatever it may be. And therapists are trained to help you figure out what the causes are, the challenges of the emotions, and learn productive coping skills, which can make therapy the closest thing to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. Guys, you know that BetterHelp has been huge for us over here with advocating for mental health and therapy, which we do. And so we're very grateful to work with them. I've used BetterHelp, and my therapist at BetterHelp has given me amazing tools. Something called catastrophizing is something that I do. And I thought I would just share that with you because it puts you in a state of not being able to do anything. And my therapist at BetterHelp gave me tools to use that and to realize that I don't have to be that way. And it's been hugely helpful for me. So whether you experience something like me or whatever else you're experiencing, a therapist can give you those tools. You cannot move forward if you're not able to. If you're not equipped to do it, how are you supposed to move forward? And a therapist can absolutely do that. And therapy can be helpful for the smallest of things all the way up to the largest of things, you guys, like trauma, empowering yourself, your confidence, your attachment styles. All of those things can be really, really benefited by seeking out a therapist, and BetterHelp is an amazing option because you don't have to see anyone in person if you don't want to, and you can do it from the comfort of your home, and you get matched with a therapist in under 24 hours, which is incredible. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online, plus it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist, and if things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% on your first month at betterhelp.com/pine. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/pine. BetterHelp.com/pine. You guys, do yourself a favor and get yourself the help that you deserve. You deserve it. I deserve you deserving it. And help us out and help our sponsor out. Change the world, why don't we?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been very chaotic for sure. Like,
yeah,
I was in college to become like a systems analyst before.
That's what my dad does.
Dude, it's badass. But so that's when Marlboro Nights blew up, and I decided like if I was gonna take the plunge, now would be the time. So yeah, that's what I was doing before music. There was never really a path. I remember telling my girlfriend couple of years ago, like, my goal for the music is to make beer money. I just want to be able to like pay for beers with music. So everything that's happened past that has been a lovely little bonus.
That's so cool. So you decided, I'm not gonna fucking do this school thing, this career thing. I'm gonna do the music thing.
It never was for me. I just needed a little push for me to like finally realize that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a more organic kind of like expectation or like transition to make too, is when you go into it, like, I'm not going into it with the expectation or even like the intention to like be the best of all time or like blow up, all this stuff. You go into it and that allows you to like take a more authentic or genuine approach to it. And then I feel like that will resonate more. And then when it picks up and takes off, you're like, cool. And I was just being me. And now I get to like continue doing that because that's the expectation now. Like, you don't try to like establish yourself as like some pop star or some like fabricated version of yourself. It's like it's better that way. In my opinion.
I'm gonna grab some batteries real quick.
Oh hell yeah, my boy!
Bounce that.
What are we talking?
Ceiling.
What are we talking? Aperture.
Great
umbrella.
GVM. It stands for Great Video Maker. It was the cheapest one on Amazon.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you need. I don't even use like professional lighting at all for my like setup area here anymore. Like, granted, it's Philip Hughes. That's all I need, dude. I just put Philip Hughes all over the fucking house. And
Philip Hughes, that's the news. That's what they're saying.
That's the news, man. So anyways, man, to get back into your music career, dude, and how things popped off. So you were gonna be a systems analyst for a company or something.
For some guy, yeah.
Some guy, or the government even.
I need you to analyze my systems.
Yeah.
Analyze the system of my urinary tract.
Oh, well, that's what I'm doing more now, like during fights and stuff.
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. Right. That's more of a hobby.
Yeah, it's a pastime.
Yeah, it's a passion project. It's all about the passion these days with me.
Yeah, it's a passion project. So, dude, how long did it take for you before things like popped? Like, we know that it was around before you were going to be a systems analyst, but like, how long had you been doing music? How many years until pop? I
started producing probably in like the 7th grade. like
Yeah.
pretty early. So I was doing it just as my main hobby for probably around 8 or 9 years before it started popping off.
Wow,
Which is
yeah,
why,
yeah.
to what James was saying, like I really enjoyed how like it could start with the passion and then the audience came after that. And I like never really, expected to have an audience. So it's cool just getting that validation that people like appreciate my music.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. And that's definitely like, the longer game, and it takes longer to grow in that way, but it sticks because like the audience that you grow to have. Oh, hey now. Couldn't
That's
hear a
Sophie.
peep. Hi, Sophie.
She starts talking for a long time.
That is so Sophie of her. I'm actually recording a podcast in the house.
Oh, nice. That's not a green screen, dude. That's a green screen, and you just you recorded a video of her walking in.
Yeah. like those guys did back when like Zoom meetings were just starting, and that guy recorded a background of himself walking in the back and then leaving. That's
Dude,
what I
there's
did, but for something that's believable and not funny.
So believable. We have to suspend, disbelief, and you have to make it look real. Like that one guy who has like, he'll be like on a motorcycle or something, but he has like his laptop rigged to right here and a little green screen thing behind him. And so he's like wind blowing on his face and shit, but it looks like he's just sitting in his like home office.
Dude,
That was someone did a
legendary.
boxing match like that or something.
Yeah,
I think that
and
was
then
the same guy.
Office.
Same guy, yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was so good, man. I saw on Shark Tank recently. I've been watching the ever living piss out of Shark Tank. Someone decided to come and pitch a company, and he created like this software that for any meeting, it would just you would sign up and you would record yourself any length of a video, and it would loop it. So you'd record yourself sitting at the meeting and like nodding and stuff like that, and his software would just automatically go to that meeting, attend it for you, or a lecture or whatever video thing, and just roll whatever video you decided.
That's hard. That's the Zoom version of like taping ping pong balls to your eyes, so it looks like they're wide open.
Yeah. Just like drawing an eye on your eyelid.
Yeah.
Fucking dude.
He didn't get a deal at all. They were all
gonna
like,
say.
"This is not a business, man. This is
This is scamming. Yeah, this is scamming.
They're like, you're gonna get a lot of people in trouble.
And then you have to make sure that you're not liable for that. So many people are going to lose their jobs, get kicked out of school.
I don't
whatever.
lie for about anything, James.
Not you, man. The guy.
Okay. It was me, dude. Okay.
It was me. It was my idea. I called it nose goes.
Yeah, they shot me down. They did. They shot my fucking idea down, man. No money. I asked for $5 million for 1%. Okay. $5 million, 1%.
Have you studied the art of scamming?
Oh, I didn't need to, man. I was born a scammer. I walked out of the womb and I went, hi, Sophie. Right out of the womb. What kind of puppy do you have?
He's what is he mixed with? It's pit bull and something.
Like pit
Oh,
bull
isn't that like an Alaskan Malapooch?
Staffordshire Terrier. I think he's mostly pitty.
Mostly pit bull, a little bit of mastiff
Nice.
in there.
Let's go.
Dude, that
He's
makes
got big
sense.
paws, huh?
You'll
Did
see
you
him.
want
Oh,
him on camera?
he's got the big chonkers. Yeah, bring him in here.
Hell yeah. How long have you been with Sophie?
Like 4 years.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When'd you
That's
guys move
what's
in
up,
together?
man.
Probably like 2 years ago. What'd you say, babe?
I got pulled over on the way here.
Can we talk about that a bit later? Thank you, huh?
Hey, I want you to start doing more around the house, like cleaning up after yourself and other stuff. Hey,
a whole
maybe we'll talk about that
There
later.
is no way in which I'm satisfied in this relationship, babe.
Oh, puppy.
That's it. Oh
This is
my
our
my
guy.
God.
Look
Dude,
at that
he's
thing.
so sweet.
And what's the pup's name?
Oh,
It's Caesar.
Caesar.
that's such a good name.
Just like Caesar Milan.
Yeah. He's named after the dressing.
Let's go pee pee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
is he big into anchovies then?
Yeah, we're big. Actually, I had anchovies for the first time. Those shits are way too salty.
Oh yeah.
No, we love salt, man. I've never had them though, to be fair.
Really?
Dude, it's like there's a good amount of salt and then there's an anchovy amount of salt. I don't know
Well,
how
yeah,
they fit all
they're-
that in there.
It's like 90% salt.
Really?
You know what's crazy?
So what if you just put anchovies on things that you would normally put salt on?
Well, it would
Call
also
it a
be
day.
fish. It would also
Hop
be
on
fish.
the
Very,
hop
very
on the good
fishy.
foot and get the dirty done.
I've recently been looking more at like, the nutrition facts on different packages, drinks, snacks, etc.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy, are we in a system to fuck us.
Oh yeah.
You know how much, for example,
me
well,
more.
no, this is a different one because this is Coke Zero. Daddy switched over to Coke Zero.
Oh,
Zero
he's
sugar.
healthy.
Yeah, he helped.
And I like this one because it still, takes, no one cares about that.
best.
It still
best.
retains
You're done. You're done. with
a
this
very
industry.
close to a classic Coke flavor, right? Which is my whole thing. That's why I don't really like Diet Coke. But I had an Arizona iced tea the other day. Classic, right? And now they have
400 milligrams of sugar.
and now they have the normal size cans that you buy in a pack, right? I had one of
What?
those. I looked at it, 48% daily value of sugar.
God damn.
Well, that's just
You
sort
mean
of
I'm gonna
getting it all
drink-
in once.
Right. But Daddy wants to have a bunch of Oreos later, man.
Oh, I was
so I
thinking,
can't
like,
have
you
a
could
bunch of
drink-
my Oreos
you
and
could drink
still
the
drink my
one-
little Arizona?
drink the one Arizona, and then for the rest of the day you just eat boiled chicken, and it sort of balances out.
That's like the way that you're supposed
That
to
sounds
do that.
good though. That sounds really good though. I love boiled chicken. I love.
But I like to put a lot of
Boiled
sugar
chicken.
in my boiled chicken.
yeah,
so-
Oh, you got the sweet broth.
I boil it in the
bro,
Coke.
the
Yeah.
sweet chicken. Yuck.
Yeah, you never had sweet.
All
chicken?
right, all right. If we're talking about Shark Tank, I've had this idea for a couple years. No one ever wants to buy it from me.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna have to
Hang
say
on.
no.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you an opportunity
All right,
to
all right.
pitch this to us. We're the Sharks.
All right.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Been in a Shark Tank.
And action.
Hello, Sharks. Have you ever noticed how meat's only for dinner?
No.
No, we haven't.
Well, and lunch and breakfast, but not dessert. All right.
Your
Have you
mic
ever?
has gone muted or something?
Oh, sorry, guys. I was muted
problem.
there. So, have you ever noticed how meat's like not during dessert? What
Yeah,
if?
I've noticed that.
Right.
What if dessert meats?
Well,
Talk to us.
you've risen this little guy from the dead. Keep going.
That's actually
bonus.
as far as I've gotten with the idea. I'll give you 50% for $20.
So
Done.
nope, I took the deal. Sorry,
I
James.
said it. I actually
Did say it
definitely
after
said it
me,
first.
didn't you? Definitely afterwards. So I'll
First.
be taking that.
Well, you
deal.
can each have
go.
50% and I'll just walk away.
No, I want the original deal.
All right. Well, that's between you guys. I didn't actually pay attention to who got it first.
Listen, you can decide who you want to take a deal with. All right, my offer is going to be this: I want 50% of the company for $40 because I believe in you.
And here's my offer. Fuck the money. You and me, we go on a vacation. Somewhere in the Mediterranean,
Oh, James.
maybe off the coast of Greece.
James.
And, I'm not even worried about the business right now. Well, let's have a good time. I'll show you the ropes. I'll show you the Mediterranean, how people live out there. Spend
My
a lot of
deal's
time in the
expiring.
Shut up. Spend a lot of
My
time in the
deal's
Mediterranean.
expiring.
And then after we're done with our trip, maybe we'll talk business. Who knows? Who cares?
How about I take you both on a vacation, Survivor style. We have you fight for it. We do
God
a
damn.
series of skill-based competitions.
Oh, let's go. Any intellectual ones, and your boys got it in the bag.
That's not true.
As well as
man.
physical ones.
What are
All right.
those though? What does that mean?
Well, let's narrow it down to one, and we'll do it right now. Wait,
Cool.
let me pull up my rubric,
My list of tests.
my list of tests to make sure people are cool.
Yeah, we're pretty cool. Watch.
All right. 40 times 7.
40 times 7.
280.
Oh,
280.
James, that was scary fast.
It delayed. I said at the same time.
240.
Give us
That's
another.
sick, man.
Try us again.
All right, best 2 out of 3.
Yep. 2 times 3, 6.
All right.
2 times 3, 7.
Capital of Cuba.
Oh, Havana.
Havana. Come on. What? It's delayed, man.
Jay, you never know what's gonna get you the deal.
Capital of
He's thinking of an answer before he asks the
Canada.
question.
Oh,
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
You got it right, Sam.
Dude, Ottawa. Ottawa. Sam for the win.
Any other answers? Any other answers? Yes, Sam. Very good. Honey, I'm home. Today's episode is sponsored by PayPal Honey. How do you feel about holiday shopping? How early do you start doing it? How often do you feel like you have a promo code ready to go at checkout? Thanks to Honey manually searching for coupon codes, this holiday is a thing of the past. Honey's the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. It supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. Let's imagine for 1 second, how would this work? I love what I've heard, but how does it work? Imagine you're doing your holiday shopping online and one of your favorite sites pops up. You're on your site, right? Then you want to go buy something. You put things in the cart, and when you go to checkout, Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click apply coupons. A few seconds goes by while Honey searches for the coupon it can find, the best coupon it can find for your cart. If it does find a working coupon, you watch the prices drop. It's that simple. I've saved tons of money using Honey for years and years and years on food, on candy, on musical equipment, cables, XLRs, on Amazon. It's been the greatest thing of all time. Honey just is there for me. And once I've installed Honey, it's there and it saves me every time I'm checking out. So if you want to save money, first of all, who wouldn't? Second of all, if you do, and you are like all of us here, then get Honey. And save yourself some money, you guys. Saving money is easy with Honey. With all of the things that I save money on, not only did I save that money and saved upwards sometimes of $15, $17 on a $40 item, which was incredible. I could never have imagined that I would have saved that much money. You think, well, maybe what, 5, 10%? Not all the time, baby. Because Honey finds the best working coupon for you, okay? So you can add Honey to your iPhone too. Just enable it on Safari and you can find savings on the go. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on holiday deals, and you don't want to miss out on these holiday deals, you guys. Black Friday's coming up. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. I'd never recommend something I don't use, so you can be sure to know that I use Honey all the time, every single day. Anytime I'm shopping, Honey is with me. It's like my little money god fairy to save me money. The savings fairy. Get PayPal Honey for free at joinhoney.com/beyond. That's joinhoney.com/beyond. Thank you so much to Honey for sponsoring today's episode of Beyond the Pine. We love you guys. I'm going to use you for the rest of my life. And I suggest you guys do the same. So enjoy the podcast.
Dude, speaking of trivia, they just put a new
Ottawa.
trivia game. And you got it.
Sam, yes. Another
Dude.
point.
You just keep saying that, and another point.
Very good.
I just get stuck in a loop for the rest of the pod.
Ottawa.
Ottawa.
Okay, I think Sam's having a stroke.
Ottawa.
No, he just really wants to show off. It's actually kind of a little bit unnerving.
It's kind of a little bit, don't do that.
Ottawa.
This guy's got 5 fucking points, man. James, you better catch up.
Go ahead, ask me any question. Ask me any other question.
Okay, I got a question for you. I got a fucking question for you, son of a bitch. First one to answer the question gets another question. Here we go.
Ready.
Capital of Egypt.
Ottawa.
Cairo.
Nice. Nope, it's Israel.
Hang the banner.
Nope,
Okay, so I do
Israel.
want to...
Idiot.
Nice. I do want to continue... Nice. I do want to continue with your music career.
Yes,
because
sir.
it is so fascinating, especially to me and James and everyone listening. So tell us, bring us to the moments before it popped and how it popped, in your opinion.
Oh my God, it was the craziest.
Was it the best moment of your life?
Yeah, I actually.
All the beer you could ever fucking have.
Have you ever imagined, like, do you guys ever go to sleep and you're like worried
night.
about something or anxious a little bit?
Oh,
that
yeah.
doesn't happen to me ever. I'm fully fulfilled every single
Fuck
second.
yeah,
every day.
dude.
Yeah,
That's what's
I
up.
live
That's
in a state.
incredible.
I live in a state of constant bliss.
God bless, man.
Yeah.
Fucking men to that.
Dude,
Nah.
careful now. You don't want to get complacent.
No, dude, I'm out there on the practice field doing what I got to do.
You just look happy, man. Your demeanor is just like, yes. You know what I
Yeah, for sure, dude.
mean? Your demeanor is yes.
Yes. For real though, like when it popped off, it was super, super stressful because, like I said earlier, I wasn't really planning on music being like a thing that I'm known for. I planned on it being a hobby for my whole life.
Yeah.
So when Marlboro Nights started popping off, it was right when TikTok started blowing up in America, which the timing was all perfect.
And how old were you?
I was 20.
Underage, nice.
Underage, yeah, so I couldn't even get beer yet. I had a fake though, so I'm
Right.
actually kind of cool.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I was fresh as hell, dude.
Nice.
I had a fake too, man.
Oh shit, I'm in good company, huh?
I photoshopped a fake, but never printed it, but it looks really good.
That's even better because you got the transferable skills.
That's right. They led me nowhere.
Yeah, he knows how to print things, dude.
Dude, that's
Or no,
badass.
he doesn't.
No, I don't know how to print. Yeah.
Oh,
no idea
shit.
how to print. But I can make a fake ID for you with your picture.
Let's go. I could use a new fake.
But then we gotta figure out how to get it printed. It's a
Oh shit.
Dude, you
So
go to
you're-
like a company, you go to like a Kinko's, and they're like, "No, I can't print this."
Do you have
Why
anything that
not?
would actually print like a barcode into this as well?
Like a scannable barcode with someone else's information.
Can I actually use your? Can I see your ID? For a
Could I
second?
just hold your ID for a couple years?
Literally, it's fine. We look so similar, man. We look so fucking similar. Okay,
you,
so you're
bro.
20 years old,
20 years old.
and TikTok's popping in North America,
Mm-hmm.
and so is Marlboro Nights. Why do you think it started popping off? What was happening?
I know exactly. I mean, there was this one account that just posted little snippets from songs they liked. And luckily, one of the snippets they posted was from Marlboro Nights. I guess they were a fan, and that audio on TikTok just went
Oh yeah.
stupid viral, like
Wow. Fuck
yeah.
incredibly viral. And I think like something I still haven't fully wrapped my head around, but like Marlboro Nights is like part of the TikTok culture for a couple
yeah.
years. Like it was always there, and I wasn't really going on TikTok because it was kind of overwhelming. But it's crazy how like it got ingrained in the TikTok culture, and I think that's how it like really popped, where
Yeah.
it became part of the culture, and then TikTok kept rising in popularity, and it just sort of stayed.
Yeah.
Is
Now,
there
was it-
like,
Go ahead.
are you like, big on like TikTok? Like, are you the type of artist who's creating a lot of content with their music so that, if the content blows up, then the song blows up type of thing? Are you like constantly making content for TikTok? Because I know that there's like obviously the flip side of that where, you put so much effort into creating content that it burns you out creatively. So it's like, how much of the effort do I put into the actual music, right? The actual art versus on TikTok and creating content for that with the hopes that the art, pops off. I guess it's different because you already popped off. So you already have like that core fan base that's there, right? For the
Right.
music versus, still just trying to like get something to blow up.
And I mean, there must be something that I'm not understanding, because I'm seeing like a lot of my favorite artists that have been successful for decades starting like to make TikToks and trying to go viral there. I would love to be offline all the time. That'd be great
Yeah.
for me.
Dude, for real.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the dream.
The dream.
Yeah.
So I'm all about putting like as much effort into the music as I can, and then if another moment happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I really don't get like I don't get that much fulfillment out of making content just for the purpose of it like blowing up, which is a crazy spot to be in. I'm like very fortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a fucking
for sure.
beauty
That-
spot,
yeah.
man.
I was just going to
Fucking
say, because you said
congrats.
like, the goal is to be offline. And I agree, there's like a level that you have to play the game in order to like get your shit out there. But then,
Once you break out of the matrix, as Andrew Tate would say.
right,
you're
then
out.
you can hate as many women as you want.
Top G, fuck it.
God, what a
What a
So real quick,
anyways, no.
I-
I had a comment on that. Like, do you think, and Clay, question for you too, do you think that, we're the era of, blowing up for your music alone is gone? Like, is that possible without doing that social media grind and that content grind?
I personally think that like there's a lot of confusion out there. I think like in my case, I didn't do any social media push at all, and the song blew up. I think people saw situations like mine and sort of assumed that you had to blow up in any way to blow up, sort of confusingly. But I do think that it's still like very common for a song to blow up just because it's a good song. Like there are always songs from the 70s, 80s blowing up on TikTok all the time. And that's, you know, they're solid records. It's not because they made a, you know, a funny short video. But
Yeah.
But I think there's still like the influence of content even in a situation like that, you know? Because I know a bunch of like other artists that, you know, it's like the struggle is real. Like wanting so badly to just be able to focus on the music, but there's so much expectation, you know, whether it's from like a label or whoever to like, okay, yeah, you know, we signed you, but now you have to put in all this work as the artist. Now you have to learn how to be a content creator and you have to excel at being a content creator to the point where you blow up as a content creator so that your music picks up and blows up. And it's like, well, we're not going to like help with that. Like you need to figure all that out. But now we'll just like take some of the money from it.
that's like,
I think
you
like
go.
I just want to say to answer that as well. Like it's always changing how things work. There will always be the traditional way of how things work because like as much as there are things that blow up from TikTok, whether it's an artist posting something that blows up from them or a fan posting something that blows up for an artist, like that will happen. And it's like a weird, amazing opportunity right now that definitely is super valuable for people that are not having massive traction in the traditional way. But the traditional way always exists. Like, and that's simply just you work with a distribution company or your label and they're putting you on playlists and you're slowly growing and compounding until one day you just are big and it's a slow growth. And then you put something out that you with an audience you've already built that now has that much more of an opportunity to blow up organically like that too. But I think if anything, TikTok and all this social media stuff right now is just a huge opportunity. And that's why all the labels and all the music industry sees that and goes, holy fuck, yeah. Like my only goal with my label and stuff is just, they told me the only thing you need to do, I just had a meeting with Brian the other day. He's like, the only thing right now for you to do is just to promote, just to make content. That's the only thing. He's like, you already have the music. We're healthy. You're right on your path. The only extra thing that can happen is something blowing up right now, you know?
And
so that's sort of where that goes. And then I also had a question for you about, you know, when it popped.
Wait, Sam, did you have a comment on that though?
I think,
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess to what James was saying, like I also think that it's sort of like a copycat industry, and that a lot of labels, I think, have sort of not the wrong intentions, but I think there's a misunderstanding as to the difference between an artist that wants to use social media to blow up and an artist that is being forced to use social media. And I think there's a lot, like they want everyone to be the same cookie cutter artist.
Yeah.
Which
Because it's a
totally
formula that they can repeat and then continue to make money off of.
Exactly. So I think that's like one of the problems where some, like, you know, it's like with anything, everyone's different and there are a bunch of different ways to go about it. It seems like these days labels are only going about making
quickest, easiest
the quickest
way,
return, the easiest way for sure.
That's why, like you said, James, like I'm sure the artists that you've worked with have probably said some things like that where like maybe they didn't do social media and now they're being told like, well, now it's time, you have to be a social media influencer.
Yeah,
like,
I've talked to
they
lot
just
of,
want their money
like,
back ASAP.
A lot of artists that are like, you know, like up and coming and on the rise where they like, it's absolutely a struggle. I mean, the three of us here, we have experience with internet things and making content and things like that. But even me, like, I don't want to ever create content. I only want to create what I perceive as like the art that I want to make. You know what I mean? And sure, a lot of the times, like things that I make, I put out, right? But I don't view it as like content that I'm just like cranking to like post something daily and stuff like that. And that works for people, and people like doing that. And that's amazing. I'm not talking against any people like that. I think, you know, the fact that it is such an individual thing, it makes it really hard because the expectation that like you need to start grinding, you need to start doing this, and like Clay, you love doing that stuff. Like you have a fun time doing that and creating content.
Yeah, sometimes. Right? You know what I mean? Like I do and I don't. Right. Like I'd rather not, but like I want it so bad that like if that if that creates an environment where I'm even more likely to find success or find success sooner, then I'll do anything to make it, you know, to increase my chances. And I think that's what a lot of artists are like. You know what I mean? I still think a very small percentage of people are like, this is what I want to do every day, make fucking TikToks. Like nobody wants to do that shit, but it's like, well, how bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to do that? Or are you willing to let it be completely organic and just let it do its thing? And that's a beautiful thing. And I think that you got that opportunity. Like it was just such a beautiful storm for you that you're like, I don't have to hate myself like every other artist is. I get to just exist and do my thing. And that's fucking beautiful. But really quick. So
you go.
The question I had for you was just on the way to this was when it was popping off, it was all happening. And you said an account posted it. Was that like strategical at all or intentional at all? Like, did you contact them and submit it? Or did this person just posted it on their own, and then were they trying to post it in a viral sense, or did they just post it going like, listen to this song, or how did it become a trend, if that makes sense, like that audio?
Totally. It was very pure. It's just this account posting a little snippet from, I made back in the day, I made my own music video for Marlboro Nights with like a bunch of green screens, and I was dancing. It was awesome.
Fuck yeah.
So they posted just a little snippet from that, like huge black bars on the top and bottom, widescreen, middle of your phone.
Just said, yeah.
So like no, it wasn't like formatted for TikTok. It wasn't formatted to go viral. They just posted it like, hey guys, I like this song. Let's listen to it together. And
that's rad.
It resonated with people. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Dude,
man.
that's what happened with my fucking boys, Beach Weather. Like they have blown up because their fucking song, Sex, Drugs, Etc. Someone posted, they don't even fully know what the fuck happened, but that song's like, it's on pop radio now. Like they already got to #1 on alt radio and moved to pop radio.
Congrats.
And it's like, it's got like, it's fucking going off. They're at like 10 million monthly listeners now. Before this happened and I was recording my EP with Sean, who's in the Technicolors and Beach Weather, they were at like 800,000, maybe 1.2 million, and now fucking 10 million,
which is nothing.
A year later, which is nothing. But it's insane. The same thing happened. Someone in like a Latin country posted the sped up version just on their TikTok, and it blew up over there. And then it started translating over to America, and it just fucking popped and popped and popped. And they're so fucking cool. They didn't even release the sped up version. They said, nah, fuck that. We don't want to be like release the sped up version. We're only releasing the real version. And everyone went and listened to the real version. I mean, that was a moral choice. They could have had even more success potentially had they posted the sped up version to their Spotify as well, but they didn't. Not to their YouTube, not to anywhere. They just said, sweet, thank you.
I think that's like, that's sort of a way that like, even though it's something small, like not posting a sped up version, like that's a way that, you know, an artist can maintain their like genuineness if something like viral does happen with them. I think I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, it's super respectable, truly.
It's like badass, like to not, you know, be tempted by something like that. To be like, oh, that's a really cool thing that happened, but like, you know, I have a vision or I have a direction that I want to go and I want to stick to that, you know, like just having the patience to be like, you know, wow, whatever, I'm going to keep doing me, but that's really cool. You know, like I feel like it's so easy. And that's another thing with all of this is like, it's so easy to fall into that temptation and then go a little too deep, you know, and then you're like, fuck, I'm caught up, you know, and I'm caught up in this bullshit. And like, then you start creating with the intention, with the intention of it blowing up or being viral in some way, shape or form. And if that's what you want to do, that's great. But like, if that's not what you want to do and you ended up fucking getting caught up in that shit, then you're like, because now this audience that I built with this is like expecting this. So all this other stuff that I want to make or that I have already made no one's going to listen to it or no one's going to watch it, you know?
On
It's a very interesting world.
on the flip side of that, there's like artists that don't really, do the social media thing. They make incredible music and they get recruited by
Frank Ocean.
labels. Oh, he's beautiful. What a beautiful man.
Oh,
Frank
yeah.
Ocean.
I mean, he's like he's the bar. He's the icon that you look up to when you're thinking about artists that create and have zero like presence other than when they come out of they're like the groundhog coming out on Groundhog Day and he's like, oh, here's a little bit of music that I made, and then goes back away, and then everyone's like, it's perfect, it's a masterpiece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
Like to the way that Frank Ocean runs his business, like there are a bunch of artists out there that would operate the same way if they didn't sign like a predatory deal to like a major label. And then the label, they won't give them the time of day unless they're making TikToks. They won't give them the time of day unless they're trying really hard to go viral. And that's sort of like, pigeonholes them into, like James was saying, not like hating yourself and being stuck in the content creation headspace when you just want to like write some goddamn songs. So,
But even with Frank, like he's like the era right before, like when back when he was with like Odd Future, like internet at that point was still this kind of like pure, like almost like Wild West kind of like realm where you could do these crazy things and go viral. And it was actually like a special thing, and like with what Odd Future did, and like Tyler, who's a fucking genius, like all the visuals that they did, all the music they put out, and like how they structured all that, how Tyler like fucking structured all that, like incredible. And then, so he got that rise, right? And so now like he rose to the level of an artist that he is, Frank. And so he's lucky enough to be like, cool, like I'm already on my genius shit, Like
There's
I don't
also
have to grind that way.
There's also a really interesting side to this that I don't think is considered enough, and maybe it doesn't matter, but I think it does because it also influences the intent in which everyone is also what they think they're getting out of all of this content creation is this is fucking new. Like
exactly.
For the music industry to be solely relying on going viral and having a viral moment to build a career with longevity is such a fucking gamble. It obviously is still very beneficial. There is like a fan base build from it. We've seen it. But what we haven't seen is just how fucking worth it is and what it means for you if you are an artist that literally only got traction because of posting every day on fucking TikTok, and then you release a song and like then to maintain that audience and keep their ears, you have to keep making fucking content. You have to constantly grind, or can you build that audience and walk away and then post your next album and hope that does well too? Because what happens if you don't promote that album the same way you fucking balls to the wall that previous one and got those streams and got those monthly listeners up from all that fucking promotion that you did every day, all day? Does that translate, and what percentage of it will actually translate to your next project if you're not just being a content creator to support it? I believe that some of it does. I believe
that's
that some
a really
of it
good
does.
point that like, it's at the early stages of this and it's like the beginning of this thing. So you don't have those numbers. You don't have that, like those things are referred to like, oh, how did we do last year with all this? You know what I mean? It's like, I think, the
It's
past
like,
2 years
are people
really,
putting themselves in a box?
and also, I mean, it's because of the pandemic, right? You didn't like, everything had to become virtual. Everything had to become digital. And so like, this is one of the things that blew up because like TikTok really, really, really blew up because of the pandemic, because everyone's at home. Everyone's like, I'm either going to fucking do something, entertain myself, or I'm going to kill myself. And they're like, oh, I can make TikToks, and all these people with all their niche interests and shit like that. And that's great. Like, I think that there's an aspect of TikTok and content creation that is really cool. And there's a lot of opportunity to it, but then there's so much like, grind mentality just for the sake of grinding that is like toxic and can drain somebody of like every aspect of their energy, and like, and that's kind of how it was with streaming too. Like a lot of streamers, like one of my all-time favorite streamers, Hamlins, who used to be like a Fortnite streamer, he stopped streaming like 2 years ago or like a year ago. and just like, and huge. I mean, massive fucking streamer, like, 15 to 20K live viewers at a time. And he comes off as this like super funny, super like lighthearted, like personality, but like he just kind of stopped out of the blue, and then like no one heard from him. And then he came back like a little bit and was just like, yeah, I was just like extremely depressed and like everything, and I couldn't keep up doing this, so I'm stopping and shit. And it's like, yeah, I think it comes down to like you have to find a balance in life and something that works, and that's a super hard thing to do, because when you're trying to find a balance, it's going to be tipping left or right for a while until you find that balance, and you have to like be able to recognize that like I'm working towards how I can balance this out, and it's not going to be balanced right off the bat. Like I'm going to go through super highs and super lows, but eventually this shit's going to balance out.
To that point, I think it's also about the balance of like doing what you believe you should do to like generate success, as opposed to what makes you essentially feel good in the moment. Like it's having that balance of like going easy on yourself, and also, for lack of a better word, like grinding.
Yeah.
And then you feel fucking guilty if you're not doing this.
And that is the sign of when it's balancing in the other direction, I think, is like when you start feeling that shit. Cause like, I've been so goddamn busy for like almost 2 years now, because I like realized that like, I have to put everything into like being a filmmaker and following those dreams. And that has to be like all of my effort. But even within that, even when like what we're talking about, like obviously we're all chasing our dreams, and like even just in a way of like, yeah, I actually love all the shit that I'm working on, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not like burning myself out like hardcore. Like when we shot Green Room and Ottawa back in July, two music videos, two music videos back to back. I was burnt out for like a month.
Yeah.
And it's fucking wild, man. You have to like build rest and like grace into those schedules. Or you're just gonna like not be able to keep up with the shit you're trying to do. And like right now, the biggest thing that I'm recognizing with like how I'm living my life is I need to fucking sleep more, dude.
Oh, that's
yeah, dude. Yeah.
That is like the biggest thing I think everyone who's on that grind level needs to like focus on. Cause yeah, I'm doing a lot and it's sick, but like I'm noticing it every day. Just I have less and less energy and less longevity in my like prime working hours and shit.
You're getting older, man. You're getting older.
I mean, it's partly that too. No, it's partly that too, like, you just got to take care of yourself,
It's scaring me, man, how old you're getting.
It's
It's scaring me how old you're getting, man. I'm just getting younger and you're getting older, and it's scaring the shit out of me, man. Should be perfectly naked with you. It's fucking scaring me.
Well, I'm doing it for me, man. I'm getting older for me.
I'm proud of all you guys, man. I'm proud of you, Sam. You are finding such a beautiful path, dude. Who is an artist that if you could collaborate with any artist in the entire world, who would you collaborate with?
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's.
You can say a couple, because I've been asked that, and you gotta say a couple. I know.
Because the thing, like my problem with that question is like my favorite times making music have been, doing it with people that I'm familiar with and people that I love. So I think like I could say I want to do a song with who's good. There are no good musicians.
Oh, Cage the I can't think of anyone.
Like I want to do a song with The Strokes. I think I could get in the studio with The Strokes and have a shitty time, and I could.
Right.
If and when I get in the studio with Kib and y'all, like it would be one of the best days ever.
And we will. And we will.
Oh, soon.
We actually already have worked on stuff, and then I'm sure you got just as busy as I did too.
Yeah, for sure.
I've worked on a million things.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
A demo that I made, I sent him, and he laid down some vocals, and I chopped it. I don't know. Did I ever send you what ended up?
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you. Let's
go.
I never sent it to you. I actually finished it and put it out.
I actually put it out. And then you sent me something, and I don't know if I even recorded vocals for it, but I would still love to make something with you. Like, whether we continue or make something fresh or get together. Are you in LA?
Yeah, I'm in Palmdale.
Oh,
Let's
daddy.
go.
All right. Well, I'm coming up soon in the next few weeks, so let's fucking get
let's have a
together,
sesh, baby. But yeah, like
Done.
to what I was saying, like I for me, it's really like the music turns out better when I enjoy the experience of making and producing the music. So I think
100%.
My dream artist to work with is whoever wants to work with me, and
Aw,
yeah, that's usually
that's so cute.
what's the most fun.
Yeah,
I agree, dude.
I
Yeah,
feel
you have
that.
to have to like vibe on a level like over just whatever thing you're creating, like you
Yeah.
have to vibe on like a human level and like humor and shit and being able to like be open and talking and just whatever with that person for the music to actually like resonate and be something that is dope. Like if it's just a person that like they're another artist that's like you guys are at similar levels and maybe similar types of music, but you're not at all
You don't vibe.
like you don't vibe at all, then
Yeah, a session can be ruined like that, like just simply not on the same page. I've had great sessions where like a song I made called Hypocrite is just so not Wales talk at all, but I had the best time with him making that. He's in like a big pop punk band and like just so it's very much his style mixed with like whatever I brought to the table. But yeah, like that was an amazing time. And then I've had times where like it was just no good right from the beginning. And it was my first session I ever did with someone ever.
For real.
Was in a really cool band. I just don't even want to say it because I love him. But it was just so hard. I think he's probably more of an engineer than a producer. So he was just kind of like, everything's sick. And then he would also try to provide things and it would be kind of bad. We would provide, but like, since it was my first session, I had so much trust that I was like, you're the guy. You're doing this, so you're right. Whatever you're saying is right.
Exactly.
And so I was just like in a constant state of like, I don't know if this is good. And then I didn't end up liking what it was. I don't know if I've ever shown you that either, James. I'll show you that. But to your point, yes, exactly. It's literally who you vibe with for sure. I guess what I should have asked, the question I should have asked was,
I think the answer that you should have given.
I think you should have told me who are you influenced by? Who's your favorite artist right now?
Oh, great. My camera died.
I feel like I'm influenced by
He's just
whoever
posing.
wants to influence me. Nah, man, I'm a huge fan of the Strokes. I'm a huge fan. Right now, I'm on a big Animal Collective kick. Love their stuff.
Animal Collective.
Animal Collective is incredible.
I don't know if I've heard of Animal Collective.
They're like
I'm
a
gonna write that down.
psychedelic band. They've been Animal Collective. They're great. I love their stuff. But
Love that.
as far as like influences, I feel like I'm the first wave of this generation that was raised on singles. Like I listen to the songs that come to me from algorithms. It's really weird to think about, but like a lot of my influences are from a song that I can't even name because I have one song by that artist and I just listened to it a ton 4 years ago.
I feel that.
So yeah, it's like so spread out. It's really hard to put my finger on like a couple specific artists.
That's so interesting because I used to be exactly like that, where like I would have one or two songs from 20 different artists and that's all I would listen to. I had this collection. It was like I was a playlist guy, but of my own curated playlist.
Yeah.
And then something changed in maybe 2017. I started listening to like Coin and bands like that. And now I am literally, I've always had a couple albums that I would listen to, but now and for the past several years, just an albums guy. And I listen to the same fucking like Social Cues by Cage the Elephant, Chip Chrome and the Monotone by The Neighborhood. There's a Coin EP that's fucking fire.
Relapse by Eminem.
Relapse by Eminem. Now, like, I only do that. And I only listen to one of those at a time. It'll be one of those bands, and I listen to that fucking album over and over and over and over again, and I move to another one. So that's so interesting. Because, like, I remember being a singles guy of, like, I had songs from a million different artists, and those are the only things I listened to. I didn't give a fuck about any of their other music. It was this one song or two songs.
Yeah, and like, I could feel myself making that sort of transition as well, which is, yeah, I love music, man. It's I guess I haven't been listening to albums Sorry, I have been listening to albums, but it's been like since I've been releasing music. It's sort of been in like the interim.
Maybe that's what it is. Yeah. Like you start to like dive deeper or something. I don't know what it is. Have you heard that? Do you listen to Young the Giant?
Do not.
Bro, do you know who Young the Giant is? You might not fuck with the kind of music though.
I'll put it. Let me write it down.
You should throw that in the thing, man. They're
You
great.
should throw that in the thing.
Yo, I'm gonna toss that on.
You should throw that in the thing, man. You should throw this shit in. But yeah, dude, I fucking love music too, and I love being in entertainment and just finding that we always come to a point when we have guests on here, and it's this point where we're talking about like how to life,
Yeah.
you know, and like
I love it.
observations on like burnout and things like that. But like it's so good because all that makes me realize every time we have a guest on is like everybody, at least in the entertainment industry, and I'm sure this extends to those listening who can relate, are going through the same fucking things. We're all experiencing this same fucking
For sure.
thing.
No
and
doubt.
you're not just like alone in your suffering or whatever it is that you're going through. You're not just like, because it feels so segregated. Your problems and your experience feels like, man, no one else is experiencing this. How am I in this situation, whether it's good or bad? But it's like we're all on different levels of the same path, you know?
And like the stresses, to what you said, the stresses and like the anxieties, they're the same no matter how much success you have, which is a really nice thing to learn that, you know, we're all, at the end of the day, we're all very similar.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to
Just a
like
couple of
a
guys,
social media thing too,
dudes.
because you're seeing people that are, you know, in the same realm as you as far as the content that they create, right? Appearing like everything is all gravy, man. Like I'm living my best life. I'm creating stuff all the time. Like I'm so happy. I'm so on it. I'm so like chasing my dream, like all this stuff. That's just like a lens that you're seeing, like a very narrow lens of anyone's life that you're seeing. So I think it's so important to talk about these things, like the mental health behind it all and stuff like that, because like you said, it makes you realize that like, oh, it's not just this veil of like everyone else is doing it and figuring it out and killing it, and I'm having such a hard time. It's like, no, dude, they're just showing only that side of all of it, you know?
And you never feel like you're there, no matter what stage of any career you're in.
And I'm like, do they?
Like you,
do they feel
might-
like they're there?
yeah,
or are they like,
exactly.
fuck? Like
you
all
just-
the time.
I think it's not like the thing that you think that like destination you want to be at. You're like, I will feel so incredible and I will feel like I'm where I want to be if I'm there. But once you get there, all you feel is more confident with yourself and less scared, but you're still looking up. You're just always looking up.
Exactly. Like I
It's
believe
like you're always like,
I believe it's about becoming like having a process that you're proud of. So then no matter what comes out of it, you know, you
yeah.
feel like you're doing the right thing every day. And that's sort of
Yeah.
just
That's
like
huge.
you can achieve
Amen.
You can achieve that success, you know, at the end of every day, which is a lot better than ending every day being jealous of a version of you that doesn't exist.
Here's my
Yeah.
process. I wake up, I jerk off.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I jerk off. Oh, I jerk off.
I take Adderall. I don't have breakfast.
He jerks off again.
On my way to work, I jerk off. And sometimes I pull off the road. Sometimes I don't.
Sometimes when
I
I'm
get
at
to
work.
work. I'm feeling a little horny.
I might
So I
dabble
rub-
and jerk off again.
So I'm rubbing
I
it
might
out.
dabble with my dick again.
You know, I'm working. 5 minutes goes by.
I'm jerking,
I need
I'm
to,
jerking,
I
I'm
need to, I
jerking.
need to burn one out again. I need to squish another one out.
It's like that drill
And by the end of the
tweet.
day, I'm so happy with my day.
That's the moral of the story. Is you just jerk off a ton.
It's like that drill tweet where it's like rent 300, you know, gas and utilities 100, candles $3,000. Someone please help me budget. My family is starving. Spend all day jerking off. Why can't I get anything done?
Dude, fuck, man, there's not enough time in the day.
Like, you guys are cute.
fuck.
Damn it.
Yeah, we are pretty cute. Thank you, bro. You're pretty cute yourself, man.
Oh, stop it.
I fuck with your vibe and I
so
fuck with
cute,
your
bro.
outlook. Obviously, this is our first time, you know, talking and stuff, and
First and
so-
only.
first and only.
Yeah,
But
it was great meeting you, and I'll never see you again.
Yep.
No, man, this was
I love you.
I fucking love this. I was, you know, big big viewer of Sugar Pine 7 when I was in like high school. Big fan of your guys' work. Like that.
One love, Daddy.
Like my favorite episodes were the ones that I'm sure, James, you had a lot to do with, where like all of a sudden it took like a heavy emotional turn. And I really did feel like those were very impactful. And you know, they impacted me. That's part of my influence, man. The shit you did.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Could've
That's
left
really
it at
cool,
7, baby.
dude. That's really cool. I
We're actually
appreciate
making
that,
a
dude.
full comeback.
Yeah, dude.
Let's go. Today's the first day of the rest of our lives.
Yeah, dude. Isn't it? Isn't it though? But I think also going back to your point, Clay, you were making, like, you know, the idea of like the end goal, right? Or like, here's the point that I'm working towards. I think one thing, and I'm the type of person where whenever I'm like talking about things or like giving advice or like talking about mental health, it's also directed at myself. You know, it's like reminding myself of these things. Like, you need to understand that life is only the journey and it's only the experience. Like, even, you know, artists or filmmakers that are considered like super successful, like they've made it, they're not living that life being like, they're still like, you know, fucking Denis Villeneuve, right? He's incredible, Blade Runner, Dune, Arrival, all these things, but he's not over there like, and I get to rest now. He's like, fuck, dude, I'm so overwhelmed and stressed for Dune 2, and it's like taking up all of my everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's the experience. So you have to like, and back to the balance thing, like balance that with understanding that like living in the moment and taking it day by day and still appreciating your life and those around you and things like that. Because otherwise, why are you grinding? You know, why are you putting all this work into doing this if it's not to also enjoy your life?
It's like the retirement mentality, I think, is like ingrained in us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to grind until, you know, but it's like you just wasted all your fucking life
all the
grinding
good
it
years.
away,
yeah.
man.
You wasted all your good years
dude.
grinding. When
Great.
that's,
Now you're 65 and you have $1 million.
hell yeah.
$1 million at 65.
Well, dude, I mean,
He cashed
you heard
out
that
his
thing?
401k and quit his
I'm
job.
gonna pop all that
Immediately,
shit.
dude. 60. I just turned 65. The day after, I cashed out.
Congrats.
I emptied my 401k account and I blew it all, dude.
That's hard. I'm gonna be
I blew
grinding
my
every
Sugar Pine
day
7 401k.
till I'm 65. One night in Vegas. That's all I need. I'll lose.
When I'm in
Oh,
Vegas,
yeah.
I have one bad hand.
Oh, yeah.
At war. I put it all on
At
war.
war with my dick.
Dude,
I have one bad hand on the crabs table and one bad hand on my crabs table, baby. I'm going to war.
on my craps table. You guys want to play with my craps?
She gave me a crap job, dude. What's
Oh,
a crap
fuck.
job? It's where you're playing
Exactly what it
craps
sounds like.
and she's shitting on your dick underneath the table.
Best night of my life.
Best night of my life, dude. That's when I realized
That's
I was
how
in
I
love
met
with her.
Where is she? I never saw her again, man. I was instantly unattracted once I busted.
Dude, where is she? Where's who?
Well,
man.
Sam, we're going to fucking end it right here. We'll keep it on a sweet note so we don't get to a point where we're like, fuck, this needs to be over.
Let's do it.
I love you. I hope you want to come back on
Wait, one more
here.
thing. What's just one little bit of advice you want to give to anybody who's, you know, pursuing a career in music, wants to be a musician, wants to be an artist?
Listen to your gut. If it feels
Fuck
like
yeah.
you're off balance, trying to make a decision, take some time. Get your feet under you before you sign anything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Beautiful news. Beautiful news.
Let's do
All
it.
right, scrap that one.
Thank
What's
you,
a
Sam.
different one?
Yeah, cut that. Let's do a
Always
different one.
always brush your teeth from left to right.
Left to right. Why left to right?
Okay.
Scrap that one.
Good
scrap that one.
Coriolis effect.
Who's Corey?
Centripetal.
Do another one.
Corey in the
Centripetal
force.
force.
House effect.
Two Corey in the house.
Every morning I have 3 raw eggs.
That one was good.
That one was.
Thanks, guys.
I didn't like that one.
Uh,
I like that one.
I'm running out. Raw. Imagine a raw vegan diet, but eat what you normally eat.
Yes. That's and you take that to the bank. Thanks for watching.
I've got
you
one
guys.
to piggyback off of that. Always
Yeah.
follow your butt.
Okay,
Oh.
to piggyback off of that, that was awesome, guys.
Love you guys. This has been
Love
great.
you.
I would love to come back on if you'd have me.
Oh, easily.
Anytime, brother.
Oh, dude, we'll easily talk about that offline.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
I easily look forward to it.
Hell yeah.
And we'll see you guys easily in the next episode of Becoming Fine.
I wanna be a